Everywhere you look, people are on their phones, and it's not just adults.
No, it's not. A new report is shining a light on how much kids are using their phones and how notifications are playing a role in all of this. So our parenting expert, Dr. Cheryl Ziegler, back with us this morning to help us understand a little bit more about a new study about all of this. Good morning.
Good morning. So Common Sense Media did a study, and they put a tracking app on a couple thousand kids' phones, and they found that on average, they're getting 237 notifications a day.
Oh my
Some
gosh.
in the study are up to 5,000.
From what? What are the notifications coming from?
Snapchat, mostly friends, they said.
Okay.
So it could be other things, but it said mostly friends. And this is round the clock. I think for me, one of the also biggest, like, oh my gosh, moments was that about 49% are coming between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m.
Oh no,
And so I looked at my own son's phone this morning, and he had 11 notifications in the middle of the night as well from Snapchat. So that's other kids that are up throughout the night. So this should give us all pause about how to respond to this.
Is this just social media, or included was that like text messages, and was it everything for the notifications?
I did think it was everything for notifications. I think it actually noted that it was primarily social media and it was primarily friends.
I can't imagine. So how is this affecting their brains?
Well, as you can imagine, in school, they cannot focus and concentrate. They get easily bored. They find themselves, listening to you for maybe 30, 40 seconds, and then they have that compulsion to have to check their phones. And they also wear watches. They're getting dinged on their wrist.
Yes.
So even if the teacher says, put your phone in your backpack, and schools, they're at a loss what to do, because there are also included in the notifications a lot of parent communication throughout the day too. Whether it's, walk home, don't take the bus, whatever it might be. And so because of that, and because of the strong push of parents saying, I want my kid to have access to their phone, a lot of times for safety reasons in a school, schools are what are they supposed to do?
Right.
Because these kids are constantly being distracted.
Is this an argument almost to bring back like the flip phones, or the ones that really you could only like send a text to your mom or
I think
whatnot?
that argument has been there for a while, but I think what this is really an argument for, it goes back to, parents need to talk to their kids. They need to have these notifications controlled. Now, interestingly, the social media companies actually responded and all commented, from Meta to Snapchat. They all had a response. And basically the theme of all their responses was, hey, if you're a teenager, you have to opt into notifications. It used to be more the default. Now you have to opt in. Instagram is doing things like they're reminding you to take a break after, I think, just 10 minutes. They're turning things down at 10 o'clock p.m. So they are trying to do things, which you can always change those options. But I think the social media companies know they need to respond. And so that was their response. Like, hey, this is an opt-in, so talk to your kids. And there are tons of parental apps, but you just got to find them. There's a lot of parental controls, not apps, sorry. Parental controls, you got to find them though. And that's where it gets tricky. Where do parents get educated? But they are there. So for all of these, they are there. There are centers and hubs, but you got to figure out how to do it.
Young children for you. Good luck, Mama.
I'm telling you, this is a conversation we talk about all the time. Like, at what age will we be okay giving our kids phones, right? Like, I wish we could go back to the 80s and 90s before all of this stuff.
When you had to speak to a parent to talk to your kid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff doesn't exist. What can parents do right now? Is it parental controls, talking to their kids? I mean, yikes.
Yeah, and the talking to your kids, what that could look like is just like, hey, what apps are you into lately? Ask your kid that question. Most parents don't know that much about Snapchat, yet it's the one that they use the very most, really right behind TikTok. And they're used in different ways. And most parents don't know about it. Ask them about it. Also, be open and not judgmental when you're having these conversations with them. So don't be quick to say, this is terrible for you. I wish you didn't have it. It's tempting, but don't do that. And then also really avoid the whole threat thing. So if you don't do this, I'm going to take your phone away. That sets up a contentious relationship where they're not going to be open with you. So even if you feel like under these certain circumstances, I would, that's a whole nother conversation, but that really, their whole life, as you can see, is really on this phone. So you want to just sort of have real clear rules and guidelines. And I'm a huge fan of the contract. There are ones you can just find online, just download it. Common Sense Media has one. Just download it. It helps you at least go, hey, if this, then that. So, and review it. Review it like every 3 months or so, or however often as you need to.
Great advice. Such great advice.
A big conversation to have. All right, Dr. Ziegler, appreciate it.